Wakey, wakey.
Welcome back to I'll Make a Stay Out of You, the podcast where we get together, and by we, I mean myself, Phil, and my wife, Jeanette.
Hello.
We're here with the Stray Booze. Tom is offline, so we're recording an episode anyway. Take that, Tom. And it was suggested what we should do, because we all love reaction channels, is that we will watch various videos from different reaction channels, and then react to the reactors to kind of decide what we like and don't like about reaction channels. So that should be interesting.
It should be interesting.
Try not to be too negative.
I was gonna say,
people are working hard. Okay,
yeah.
It's fine. But the way I want this to work, here we go, is that I sent a link to the chat. Okay. And I have allowed for anybody to join it and to add things to the playlist.
Ooh.
So everybody find your favorite reaction by a reactor or least favorite reaction by a reactor, and you can just throw it on the playlist, and we will go through these. I think it'll be a lot of fun.
That will be a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Should we vamp while we wait?
Sure, we can talk about like how things are going right now. It's a 3-day weekend for children, not for me. I have to work tomorrow. Yeah, but Jeanette had to go to a kid's birthday party alone today.
I sure did. And it was like it's not that they're not my friends, but they're your work friends.
Right.
They're all
that's
people
correct.
that you know through work.
Yeah, that's true.
So they were like, "Oh, where's Phil?" And I was like, "Oh, is he sick too?" Kind of being like, oh, well, maybe Phil should have been here to take Michelle instead of me. But I was like, Teresa was there. I love Teresa, and Marina's there, and I love Marina, and I got to meet one of the other guy's wife. I can't remember her name. Amy, and she's right, and she's very nice.
Yeah, well, that's good. I'm glad that you got to enjoy that. It's just that like for Logan, I'm like his comfort blanket.
I know
he wasn't feeling good, so I stayed with him. So
that's exactly how, because I didn't even think about that really until I got there, and I was like, oh,
right,
because you were like, oh, was there anybody else there? I was like, I don't know. These people are basically strangers to me. Like, I can't tell the difference between like Kevin's family and like a work friend.
Yeah, yeah.
It's the same thing. But it was Kevin, early podcast Kevin.
That's right.
His daughter's
first review on iTunes, Kevin. That's right.
Yes.
I see we've got Vocal Coach reacts to Love Poem.
Oh.
Which is great because this is one of my favorite reactions. So spoilers, we're going to watch it.
Are we going to watch it right now?
Yeah, let's watch it.
While we wait for other people to add ones.
Yeah. People can keep adding things because I am the one with control of the player. People can add things to the playlist, but I have the control.
Are the Stray Booze, does it seem like that they know how to do that? Oh. Watch a compilation of people reacting to Deep End. Oh, if you can find a link to that compilation, I'm sure that we could do that.
Yeah, I'm happy to.
I love that song.
Let's see what we got. So this is Justin Burke. I'll try to link all these in the show notes so that you can find them and watch along if you feel like it. And it's Justin Burke reacting to Love Poem from Kingdom, and it's gonna be interesting. Let's watch it.
Okay, I'm
ready to hit play.
I'm ready.
I'm gonna watch the entire 2 minutes of him shilling, so because I normally skip it, and I'm curious, and if we're gonna be looking at these, constructively, like, well, I don't know, I don't know, but yeah, your earrings will not feel good with the headphones. I'll wear it. I'll wear one of your earrings. Should I wear an earring to the concert? Oh, I maybe I'll wear one of your Leebit earrings. Yeah. There you go. Just deciding on my concert attire.
Yeah, I need to figure that out too.
Okay. All right. Now we're gonna do. Let's see. Let's commence the shilling. I'm just imagining the person recording this like weaving back and forth. He's going left, he's going right, he keeps going back and forth. And then like the sun is suddenly on half of his face, just like so funny to me.
And to the people who don't like it, you mad, bro? You mad?
This is gonna be this is.
Oh no.
Okay.
No.
All right, I get
Enough.
it. I get it. Okay. All right. We're done with that one. Look, I gotta be honest. We talked before we started recording. We talked, and I said like, "Oh, this is one of my favorite reactions." I take it back. I take it back. Like I am okay with a little cringe, and I know that people tend to put it on a little bit for reactions sometimes to try and like they want to like bring in an audience, and specifically like he's not a reaction, and a lot of reactions on YouTube like they don't get monetized. Like he's not making his money off of this reaction. He's making his money off of the vocal coaching stuff that he does, and this is his way of doing that. Now, I still do love the thing I love about this reaction, which is that he's like a vocal coach, and so he's supposed to point out things and be critical, but throughout this he just kind of like fanboys about it, but it was so much more cringe than I remember it being.
Right, because I also remember really liking this reaction. When you showed it to me, you were like, you gotta watch this.
Because
like,
it's not like scripted, but I just like I don't know how to explain it. Because like there are some reaction channels where I watch it and I know that they're being like super hyper on camera because like they're being their camera selves, and I'm okay with it and it's fun. This does not reach that threshold, and we're off to a bad start because like we started this going like, oh well, like we're not going to be like hyper critical of them, and I don't feel like I am. Be like, people can like them, it's fine. I enjoyed this. I enjoyed listening to Love Poem again.
I did too.
Yeah.
I almost couldn't help from singing.
Man, I don't know.
Oh, Rogue, she says that she found it just for us. I know.
I appreciate you finding it just for me.
For sure. Because I remember really loving that reaction. Like it had stuck with me. Like I carried it and being like, I really enjoyed watching that. And because there are a few reaction channels, like there was a period of time where we were like watching Stray Kids reaction videos like every night.
I know. Yeah. That hasn't happened in a long time.
It hasn't happened.
I did like at work recently. There was like, I found like a channel that was like, I was BTS Army and I'm reacting to Stray Kids for the first time. And I was like, yes, it's exactly what I want.
I know.
And so I started watching those. But like, here's my problem. When a reaction channel gets to a point where they're like, okay, I'm going to watch the, 40, 50 minute long guide to Stray Kids and react to that, and I'm like, whew, man, if there's anything I don't want to see, it's that. All right, let's see. The next one is a compilation of first reactions to Deep End.
Okay,
would you want to say something else about it?
No, because I don't want to be mean.
Okay, all right.
I changed my mind. It's like it just comes off as like so a little fake, and I wish that they understood more context of the video.
Right, because when they were like, this is a good group of guys, like they're perfect together, or like they don't, it's like clear that they don't know that this is a competition, they're from different groups.
Right.
Like no, I agree. Yeah.
And I kind of understand why they can't do that, because that would kind of maybe ruin their ability to react to it or limit that in some cases.
Right.
So there's definitely like a fine line, I feel like. I feel like that the way that it works is how I'm gonna shill for the podcast a little bit. The way that it works with you and Tom is that somebody who like knows about Stray Kids can like show it to somebody who doesn't,
right?
Because then you can like answer those kinds of questions.
And I have seen like there's been a few of the channels that I've watched recently, and I don't remember any of their names, but I've watched like recently a couple of channels that are like introducing my friend to Stray Kids and stuff, like whatever. So this, it's interesting. It's good. But this is a compilation of first reactions to Deep End by Felix. So let's watch that.
Okay.
Okay.
I enjoyed that.
I enjoyed that so much. Like, okay, so it was Musa Love Life, it was Teddy Gray, it was Andy and Jess, and a new channel that I don't know the name of, but we'll make sure that they're. But New Chapter Reacts. Thank you. This was great, and more so than even the individual reactions. Whoever edited the compilation was perfect with the timing, like the comedy in it, the actual reactions, like it blended together so well. It's like, oh no, like my brain, the way it works, I'm like, I need all my reactions with multiple channels in them. Can I have more? What if you edited together 8 people reacting to Deep End? Can we do it? Could it be done? Like, I don't know.
I really enjoyed that too, actually, because whoever edited it, they did such a good job. I like that they like pieced out like when different people paused and whatever. Like that was so cool.
I found myself towards the end of it being like, oh my God, this compilation is so good. I want to watch more of these compilations. And then immediately feeling some kind of guilt being like, well, but then I'm not like watching them on the individual reactors' channels and giving them the views and stuff. But then like, of course I could waffle about it again because, well, these types of videos are not going to get monetized because it's copyrighted music. So maybe it's okay. I don't know. I feel mixed about it, but I love all the reactions were great and the compilation was awesome. That was so good. Yeah. Oh God. I love Deep End. It's so good.
It's such a beautiful, sad song. Like it just kills me every time I listen to it.
Yeah. I love that. Like many of the people were crying as they listened, Teddy kept walking off. He came back rubbing his eye, it's like, like at first I feel like he was being a little silly because he like fell down because Felix's voice was so low, but I think it got to him.
I mean, it's just the vulnerability in that song is unmatched. Like I can't think of anything that I've heard of that sounds like that conveys that much relatable heartache in like one song. It's just like there's so much longing and yearning and loss.
Yeah. I'm sure that if he gets asked about it in an interview, he'll say that it's because he was watching a K-drama. That's what they always say. They're just like, oh yeah, this like broken relationship song. That's just, I was watching a lot of K-dramas. That's all.
Yeah. For whatever, Felix.
Well, let's see what the next thing is. It's professional dancer reacts to Stray Kids God's Menu.
I feel like we're always on the hunt for professional dancer reactions when we were super into watching reactions, just because like, I love these kinds of reactions. They're the best.
It's Emeroy Bernardo.
A few moments later.
All right.
I enjoyed it.
I liked it. This is interesting because he was like pretty critical.
He was, which like, I can't. This is like the toxic stay in me. I'm like, how dare you?
Yeah. No, I get it. But like the thing that I really like about, because it would be easy, I think, for some reactor to look at it and be like, they're out of time here, and this move wasn't right, and then the part where Lino just like walks to center instead of like doing a move, but he like kind of hand waves a lot of it by just going like, well, like this is probably like they probably learned this choreography today and have been practicing it all day, and this is just like when they hit record, and so they're exhausted at this point. And so like he like gives a pretty good out of like they're killing it, the actual choreo is good, they just need to tighten up a couple things, and when they are actually performing it, I'm sure it's going to be awesome. And like we know from experience, as some of us very recently, that when they perform it in concert, it's amazing. Like they're amazing at it. So And I actually, I love that dance practice. I've watched it a bunch of times, and of course, I love that he pointed out that my favorite part is Hyunjin throwing off his beanie.
Yeah.
Like, I love it. That's so good.
I always love it when people point out whenever there's like wardrobe malfunctions.
Yeah.
And how they either correct them or get very angry about it.
Yeah, Lino specifically with the belt.
Yes. Why is that? I love it so much. Like, I hate that he's angry, but like,
I don't know
how angry he is and like how like huffy about it he is. I don't know. It gets me.
It's hot. It's hot.
A little bit.
Hot, angry dancer boy.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't know. I liked I like the honesty. I like it does get my hackles up when somebody's like overly critical.
And mostly I think it's because like I can't, like, the monitor that we're watching on is like it's just farther from me, and I'm like, I can't tell who he's talking about.
It was Lino. He was a lot of his
dare he?
I know. A lot of his criticism was for Lino and then Changbin. But I think Changbin, he said he was like late, or no, he rushed a part, so he was out of sync. But with Lino, I'm like, okay, but like he is like leading the dance, so I'm not worried, and like that's the problem of inexperience, right? Is that he doesn't know that like Lino is the one who's making the little corrections, and so he's watching in the mirror and making sure everyone's tight and stuff. He's not paying attention to his own dance. He's making sure that everybody else is in the right places, doing the right things, even for this. He's not concerned about how his own performance is, because his performance when he's actually on stage is going to be flawless. That's just how it is. That's how he does. So, and also, like, we know from having seen many of these dance practices that they do take it serious of getting the choreo right, but they're also kind of goof off a little bit. So because they're putting these dance practices out for stay,
right?
So they're not just gonna go in there and be like, do the choreo super serious and then leave. They're gonna there's little flourishes. You're gonna see something of your bias doing something unique in this specific moment that will draw you in, or we get, because he had criticized how Hyunjin was like lower than everyone else during the part where you're supposed to be like go ahead and like pour more. And I'm like, it looks great. Like, I know it's not level with everyone, it's not like perfect, but they're not backup dancers. Like, he looks unique, he stands out in a good way. I don't know.
Plus that's right before his part where he's back to the center. So in like the way I think about it is like you're supposed to transition your attention from whoever was in the center before,
right, to the next person. Right, exactly.
And so I just think that's what that was.
And I feel that way about when Lino walked to the center rather than doing a dance move to the center, is that like he was about to take the center,
right?
And so somebody else was going to be the center of attention as he moved, and so like, because he's being hyper focused on all of the choreography and stuff, he's like, he's just walking, and I'm like, yeah, but like, you wouldn't, if you're watching or if you're recording that for a music show, the camera is not showing him take 2 steps to get to the center. It's not.
It's not, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. But all in all, like, I really like his attitude. He's very humble. And I like the respect that he has for dancers in general, because like and for people who dance and sing, like, he's very clear that like, this is really hard to do and I respect what they're doing. So, it's nothing that they wouldn't have heard from their dance teacher or Lino after this video, you know? So yeah, I thought this was great. So the next one on our list O reactions to watch is a music it's the music video reaction for The Sound from DG Reacts, which is great because I don't think I've watched a reaction to The Sound yet. This is like the first.
You know what? I haven't either.
I know. So like, which is kind of weird. Yeah.
Boost.
So this is going to be great. I'm really excited about it. Yeah, I'm okay with that. All right. Okay, so DG has the best facial expressions in reactions to Stray Kids content. I think I can say that pretty definitively. Like a lot of people have good facial expressions, but his are the best. He looks like he's playing the music.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like he's
feeling it.
Yeah, he's feeling it. Yeah.
I really like his reactions in general. I feel like we've watched a few of his reactions and he had different hair.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. Because I remember, and this is not to denigrate him or whatever, but I remember like some early reactions we were watching where he looks completely different. Like
his
he looks just
brown,
like a
darker
guy,
brown.
and just wearing like a t-shirt or whatever. And now he's like put together. His hair is styled. He's got like an eyebrow line shaved. Like, and I'm going like, what happened here? Like he really got into K-pop. So like, I mean, good for him. Like he looks great.
He does.
You know,
I was thinking about, wasn't there somebody who was like a drummer or a guitar player in a band that you really liked that was reacting as Stray Kids? Do you remember?
Yeah. Nick something or other. He's Sleeping with Sirens.
Yeah.
I think he's a guitarist. He's still trying to, it's one of those things where I think I did like his reactions. I thought they were good when he was doing them. I don't know if he's done any new ones, but like, we're in an age, I say this as I record this on our podcast, where like everyone wants or has to be like an influencer in some way, like wants to be that. And like, I could tell by like the variety of content on his channel. I mean, some of it was just like touring vlogs, right? And I appreciate that because like, I like Sleeping with Sirens, and so it was kind of cool to see that, and to see that like he was reacting to like Stray Kids, and I'm like, oh my god, like two worlds colliding.
I know, so
like,
cool.
It was so cool. But I think that he's started to post. I feel like I remember seeing him post like a bunch of other stuff. Then I see.
Oh, so
okay.
he's just trying to find his niche.
I think so. I mean, he enjoyed it, but it's just like I'm sure that if he enjoyed doing this kind of reaction type content, but then maybe he found out, oh, well, every single one of those videos gets demonetized. So like, I'm not getting anything out of doing that. And if he's trying to like raise his brand or whatever, like it's not helping. So yeah, I don't know. It's one of those things that's hard, but that's not DG.
Yes. DG's
doing great. I think he's very insightful, even if he like misses like the obvious things. Like, he described this. Obviously, he's reading lyrics, and he must be reading because he said that like somebody said that like this part translates to this, and so I'm like, is he reading like lyrics genius? Like where is he getting the information on that? Like, because he seems to be reading it just right off his screen. So somebody must have had a discussion about the lyrics and their meanings and stuff. But one of the lyric direct translations were like 1 or 8, and he's like, oh yeah, maybe that's related to like the members or so. And I'm like, it's obviously related. Come on, 8 is fate, man. Like, but anyway, it was, I don't know. I thought it was fun. I really enjoyed it. We want to probably at least watch, I don't know, 1 more, 2 more. So
that playlist is long.
The playlist is long. I'm gonna have to like notate all of these songs or all of these videos because like we're gonna have like many of these nights.
I think it'll be fun.
It's fun. It's super fun. I'm enjoying it.
And plus, like, we get to listen to Stray Kids music all together.
Yeah, it's nice.
I enjoy it. Plus, like, we've been talking about like, since Tom's caught up, like, what are our bonus episodes going to be?
Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, because our bonus episodes are no longer just like, oh,
we can
we're
opening
stuff.
new Stray Kids stuff that Tom can't know about because he's basically caught up and he can know about all the things now.
Good point. Maybe we'll just be having we'll have
reaction
reactors. Reaction roasts. Oh my god.
Just kidding. That would be I don't need to like evoke the hate, that's not what this is. This is just like us talking about reaction channels.
Yeah.
Because they're fun.
Well, and it's just, it's one of those things where like I feel like watching reaction channels is like one of the earliest things that a lot of Stay do to like learn what the meanings are behind songs, because some people like Andy and Jazz, like I love their videos because like they speak Korean and like they'll break down lyrics and tell you like what the puns are and stuff like that, because like I'm not gonna get those, and like a Stray Kids song is not a Stray Kids song if it doesn't contain at least 3 different meanings, you know?
Yeah.
So yeah,
no,
it's
that's
good.
true. I do love Andy and Jess, and I know that they kind of play it up and are like, but I love their. They
get really
chemistry.
really super hyper, but like it's in a fun way. So I don't know. I
don't mind it really.
It doesn't bother me the way that other people do. Let's see.
I wonder if it's because I'm like just instantly like interested in other Stray Kids couples, like people who like are couples who also like Stray Kids together.
Yeah. I'm pulling up. Okay, it's Nick Martin. He's the guitarist who's touring with Sleeping with Sirens. I'm just like looking to be like, where has he continued? Yeah, so 11 months ago was his last reaction to Stray Kids.
Oh man,
his last reaction in general. Then there's like a vlog where he went to Universal Studios, and then a lot of like touring vlogs, and I don't know, you know, it's I don't know. Anyway,
that's a shame. I really enjoyed his reaction.
It is a shame. He was great, but you know, I'm sure that maybe once he's not on tour, then he'll feel like going back to reacting to stuff, and that would be cool for me because I love Sleeping with Sirens, and so it's like a cool.
Yeah, it's like it's nice when your faves like your faves.
Right, exactly.
Which is why it's cool, like that Ryan Reynolds likes.
Right, like Ryan. Yeah. Yep. When is Tom gonna do an episode of going through the secret channels? I don't know. Maybe sometime soon. I think that we could do that. Maybe after the sound releases.
Yeah.
Because we'll do that, and then he'll be like officially through his first like comeback with us. And then it's like he's like truly caught up at that point. There's a lot of content to still watch, but he's like truly caught up on Stray Kids modern day stuff. I think that seems reasonable.
That's true, and that's like next week because it's like February 22nd, or like in a few days that the album drops.
Oh, man, I cannot believe that. That's crazy to me for some reason. Let's pick. Hold on, I'm just gonna look at my. Let's pick one more of these at random. I'm gonna hit shuffle, and then we'll see what we end up with.
Okay.
Womp. Did that shuffle it? Hold on. Maybe I have to wait until it auto plays. I'll put it right at the end. Let's go. Okay, we got producer reacts to Thunderous, and it's Blake McLean. All right.
Let's do it.
Let's do it. It's random, so sorry if yours didn't get picked tonight. But we'll definitely do this again. I'm going to make a list of these. So
it was really fun.
Yeah,
it's been super fun.
I'm also worried because Logan woke up partway through the recording session, and I'm like, I don't want him to wake up again. I'd feel really bad.
I know.
But let's see this reaction. See what it's like. I like this guy already. He's sitting just in his living room with a Echo and a turtleneck. So like
giving Mad Steve Jobs vibes.
찍어줘 코리아 찍어줘 노을 저 자식도 별거 아니고만 그래 트래블2 찍어줘 코리아 begins again.
All right. So there's a few things that I have to point out about this. Okay. The first thing is like 1 second into the video, he just reaches over and grabs the like coolest looking metal teapot and pours into a giant cup and then is like sipping on it while and I'm like, wow, weird flex, but okay, I get it. Like it looks, I was like,
can you go back
what
to
kind
this
of tea is
teacup?
that?
I missed it because I was still cutting out these magnets while I was jamming out.
Yeah. Let me here. I think it's like right around. Is it around here? No, it's after that. Okay. Yeah. There it is. He just reaches over. He's got his metal teapot.
Oh my god, it's so cute. It's tiny. I thought it would be bigger.
It's small, but effective.
It's like...
And so then he just like pours it in his cup and he's like drinking tea throughout it. And I'm like, this is great. Okay, I
really like this. I really like this guy. Yeah.
I like it. Okay. I do have issues with people who pause a lot. However, I talked about like Akil Cox, like one of the early reactions that I was watching is his, and like the thing that I loved about his is that he would pause like every 2 seconds, but it was like funny when he would do it because the other thing that he would do is he would pause and then he would jump back like a minute of the song. You would see him like start scrolling the timeline and you expect him to go back like 10 seconds and it's like, nope, still going, and he basically starts the whole song over. Like, it's perfect. That's hilarious. We are seeing the other side of the spectrum from DG, right? Because like we're just getting his vibe. This is like the Tom style of reaction, right? Like we get his vibe, but not like an intricate breakdown of like what they think the lyrics means,
right,
or the music video. And they're both good. Both styles work for me. And like when I'm working, because that's when I watch a lot of these reaction videos. It's just like while I'm doing my day job, you know. So when I'm working, I much prefer to have somebody who's just vibing because I just want to vibe with someone while listening to Stray Kids. Like that's the kind of reaction that I'm looking for. But when I'm not working, like when we are like having a snack at night after the kids go to bed, I want the more intricate, well thought out, like long form reaction. And so like I don't know. Either way, I do like to have less pauses. He paused a lot, but that's fine. And I think that if he pauses that much, he probably avoids a lot of the demonetization that comes with playing the whole song nonstop. So
whenever he'd pause, it would startle me, and I'd be like, "What are you doing?" I was waiting for the next part of the song.
Yeah, he did plug his band.
Did sort of plug his band
in the middle of it, which I get. The bigger thing for me, because he didn't like say like what his band was called. He was just like, yeah, you know, my band's working on this thing. It's gonna be awesome, and he related it back to the reaction of saying like he's into like heavier rock music, and so hearing something like EXO or now Stray Kids like works well for him, and like. In that sense, I get it as part of the reaction. The thing that made me laugh was like just like the bottom right corner of the video opened up and was just like scrolling through his Patreon page, being like, check out our Patreon. It's just like it's like a full little corner of the video like taken up, just being like, Patreon, huh? And like it was funny because like I immediately go and Google him. I'm like looking, I'm like, is he like, do people know who he is? Because like, okay, I've seen this reaction before. This is not the first time I've seen this. I watched this like around the comeback for No Easy. And so like I have seen this, and I remember going to his channel because I was like, okay, what else you got? Show me more Stray Kids reactions. And at the time there were none. And I don't tend to subscribe to a lot of channels. There's a few. I subscribe to Synergic, and
you subscribe to Teddy Gray?
Teddy Gray. I think I'm subscribed to Teddy Gray and one other, Yeti. Yetis, I think I am, and then React to the K. But that's because YouTube had gotten really good at like, I just would go to my homepage and it would be like, here's all of today's reactions. You click on through, you know, and so I didn't have to be subscribed, but this is one where I feel like, oh man, I bet he probably has continued to do reactions to other Stray Kids songs, both in the past and present, and so it might be worth looking at for me. I don't know.
I enjoyed it quite a bit. It was, you know, I like that he was not super critical because that's just how I vibe, I guess.
Well, know. Like we talked about very early on that like one of the things that I like in a reaction is for to see your feelings kind of reflected back
Yes,
at you.
I want to see the joy.
Right. I want to see like the joy that these 8 men bring me. I want to see that on somebody else's face.
Yes.
And so I love that part of reactions. And so it was nice just to have him just be like, oh yeah, this was good. And I'm like, great. He didn't to be fair, he didn't tell us if it was a banger, a bop, or a ballad. So like it wasn't a perfect reaction. But like, he's doing good. I'd like to see like how he does now if he has other ones. So like that's definitely going to go on my to watch list, I think. So yeah.
Good job.
We do like an echo chamber. You're right. I was like, okay, like this is like slightly off topic, but at the beginning, we were joking about like how he was like echoey on his mic, and then like as soon as like the actual reaction started and it was like perfectly like cut the background sounds, I was just like, God damn it, he's got the SM7B. You know that?
Yeah.
We've been talking about it because I'm like, Tom originally was like, hey, like, maybe at some point we should upgrade our microphones or whatever, which already like Tom could upgrade to the microphone that I'm using and our sound would be better. but he was like everybody uses this one mic. And when I told him that I was able to find them for a discount, which is not, I mean, like it's a good discount, but like it's not, just because it's not $400, but it's still expensive. And so I was just like, I can get a discount if we want to try that. But I feel like we got other priorities. But
we did sell Tom's ticket.
Yeah, sad day. We sold Tom's ticket, but it's fine. That means that someone somewhere is gonna get to see Stray Kids that wouldn't have otherwise. So
that does make me happy.
Yeah, and it's not gonna be some scalper.
No.
Are we the scalpers?
I mean, we basically sold it for what
we paid.
For it,
yeah.
so.
Yeah, I guess that's true. Good point. We're not scalpers. We're just people who bought a ticket and, friend couldn't go. So.
Yeah.
We're just sad.
We're just sad that Tom can't be there. But Rogue will be there and Absurd will be there. And
who knows who else?
Other Stray Abus are going to be there.
Maybe. I don't know.
I'm pretty sure.
Maybe.
I'm pretty sure.
I would like, well, yeah, but I don't have like a census.
Oh, well, maybe we should do that.
Maybe we'll tally up who's going to be there. But especially because we ordered the little freebies, and I wanted to make sure that our Stray Abus who are going to be there definitely have access to those.
I do also, I think our Patreons will get some mailed out to them at some point. Like, we'll do that.
Yeah.
I will do that. I promise I'm going
Jeanette
to
says she's going to do that. I don't know.
I mean, it won't be until after the concert, probably. With what we have left over, or maybe I should do it first before the concert, and then we'll. I
don't know. You're just making promises for no reason. I don't know why you would do that.
Sorry.
It's okay. Well,
I would like to mail some to our Stray Abus though, because I think that would be
if
great.
you want to be a Stray Abu and follow along and come to these fun nights where we get to enjoy and chill and watch some videos and stuff, then you can do that by going to makeastay.com.
Mm-hmm.
And you could follow on Patreon, and you can do all the things that people do.
Yes, and join us in our Discord where we, talk about stuff and
like how good Felix is at showing his nipple.
I cannot wait to go. All of our Stray Abus who got to see them in Australia. I'm so happy for them because it was like, it's just good to see them be home.
Yeah.
They haven't gotten to be home in so long, and now they've been home twice within the same year.
Yeah, that's pretty amazing. I thought it was awesome to see just all the videos that I've been seeing on TikTok. A little too much. I've been spending too much time on TikTok, so I gotta stop the addiction. Oh, my cat's on the keyboard. Get off the keyboard. Anyway, thanks for coming, everybody.
Are we done?
We're done. That's it. That was the last one that we were gonna do, and
Okay.
and then I'll try and save the playlist best as I can, and And then, we'll do this again on another day.
I think it'll be
super fun.
It was
Hopefully
fun
when we want to and not just because we have to.
Tom.
Tom. Hi, Kat.
Okay, bye, Kat.
Okay, bye-bye, everybody. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.